Notts County Talk. I've just finished listening to the game. We have beaten Torquay 2-1 away from home. Not easy listening from the 65th minute onwards when Ruben got the red. I'll go on to that in a second. But again, I say it like I did against Solihull when we put our video up on Tuesday night. If you want to win the league, you've got to win those games. And it's really good from the players. You know, when we went down to 10 men, Torquay didn't actually threaten massively. We managed the game pretty well. Macca's got a goal again. We get a penalty. Ruben slots it away, 3-3. And even when they equalise, you know, we still found a way to get that winner. We've played a little bit earlier than Wrexham, so I mean, some people will be watching this video after the Wrexham Altrincham game's finished, so we know the score there. But as of right now, it gives us an opportunity to push. I think it's 6 points clear of Wrexham. They've obviously got the ability to gain 9 points on their 3 games in hand, but it's good to have points on the board, and it's another win for us. And I just such a big win. I mean, every win's big, but it's such a big win. We don't go to Solihull and do very well. We don't go to Torquay and do very well, and we've done both of those. Torquay, you know, fans that were there, if you're travelling back on the bus or people that have been there, people that listened, you'll know that within 3 or 4 minutes they've put 6 or 7 massive challenges in. I think the first challenge within 3 seconds left Macca holding his neck, and there was a game plan from them to absolutely rough Notts up. And I've seen earlier in the season when teams rough us up, we don't really know what to do and we can't really deal with it. We have today, you know, we've dealt with exactly what they're thrown at us. They have put in an absolutely, I don't know how to describe it because it's not works, but it's not a masterclass really. But they've just thrown everything at us. They've put so many heavy challenges in, and they've really tried to rough us up. And we finished the game with 6 yellow cards for Notts to 1 for Torquay. Good to have Charlie Slater commentating. I do like Dave Bracegirdle, but good to have Slater commentating today. One line for him that stuck out to me was that he's done 50 games this year and he's been doing this over a decade, and it's by far the worst referee he's ever seen. Listening to it, it's obviously not as good as being able to view the game. Something that the National League TV gave me the opportunity to do before they closed down the Saturday streams for games. But it's so frustrating to listen to. It sounds like there's just some terrible decisions going there. A referee's assessor was at the game. I'm sure he'll have, by the sounds of it, never seen a referee that poor again. They should be down to 10 men. And this is what happens. And they should be down to 10 men. 2 tackles through the back of a Notts player. And within a minute of not being down to 10, they equalise. And Gary Johnson brings his player off. And if that doesn't show to a referee that you've got a decision wrong when the opposition manager is bringing a player off after they've scored in the first half, then you know, there'll be another apology to Notts. I mean, this one won't matter as much because we've got the victory. But there'll be another apology letter to Notts, I'm sure, from the referee's assessor saying that these decisions weren't going right. And it's not just for Notts. Torquay had some pretty awful decisions against them by the sounds of it as well, from what I'm being told by people that were there. But it's sort of 50-50, isn't it? You know, sometimes you're gonna have the game ruined by a referee in this division, and sometimes you're not, and it happens to every single team in this division. So we've got away with one there, really have. Ruben now not fit for the Chesterfield game. Sorry, not fit, not able to play, suspended. Probably about the only thing they've got right. If he did handle the ball whilst it was still marginally on the pitch, it is a yellow card. You'd hope the referee would use a bit of common sense. You know, he's trying to keep the ball from going too far behind, technically not wasting time, even though we're in the lead. Technically, it is correct. It's the correct decision to make. So gutted that he won't be there at Chesterfield. Is it too early for Jody Jones to start? Maybe, you know, he's only having 20, 30, 35 minutes in games. So to give him 90 would be difficult. Does that then push us to play 2 up top and play Austin behind? I would be wary of doing that away to Chesterfield, going 2 up top, because it leaves us quite open in the middle. But we obviously miss having Ruben in that squad, so it's going to be interesting to see what we do. But for right now, for me, 3 points, we take it, we get as far away from Torquay as possible with those 3 points, and see what Wrexham do. More than likely, Wrexham will beat Altrincham. I don't think it'll be a sort of a repeat of what happened in the trophy. Obviously, Wrexham will have a much stronger side out, but there's nothing more we can do this weekend than get those 3 points, and absolutely buzzing that we've managed to get those. So can finally relax, and if you made that journey, you know, it's been well worth it. If you have enjoyed the video, please do leave a like, comment anything you thought about the game, whether you were there or listened, and please do not forget to subscribe to the channel.